Hi guys, so welcome back to PVTV. We've got a very special show for you today. We have the STF12 FABARM shotguns newly arrived at Patrol Base. So we're going to have a quick look at what these things are all about, their features, their performance, and all that good stuff. We've got multiple models here, multiple colours. So the long version we do have in black and tan, and the shorter breacher version we have in black, tan and green. So I'll go through the features just using the tan one for now, and then I'll have a look at one of the two that we have built up just to show some of its customization. So going from the front to the back, we do have an integrated sort of muzzle brake on the front of these. There's a slight difference between the long and the short one, but underneath here it is threaded, and the tube on the bottom can be taken off as well. The thread under here is purely to fit the muzzle brake that they've added. As far as we're aware, they've not made any other parts to go on the front, so there's no specific trace units or adapters that can go on the front to attach other bits. We have managed to fit trace units that we'll come on to shortly, but not threaded versions, just barrel clamp ones, and you probably will have to take the tube off the bottom to fit most of them to the long variant. Coming back, the actual pump system on here, some really cool features on the bottom half here. We do have a little bit of 20mm rail underneath here, so again you can fit your torches, fit grips. We'll have a look at the one that we've done here shortly, but there's also a little bit of a hand stop just back here, so if you do have any accessories on there, that it's very ergonomic and you're not fouling it, you're not touching any of your torches, lasers, out like that. And there are two little divots on either side, depending if you're right or left-handed, where you could put pressure pads so you can be activating a torch, activating a laser, whilst you're still able to rack and fire this thing. On the top, we do have one of the very, very unique features, not just only in shotguns, but on airsoft itself. Obviously, 20mm rail, we've all seen that before, and standard iron sights with fibre on the front and the back, a little ghost ring at the back to make it easier to acquire that front sight. But if you've got this thing set up with maybe a PEC box and a sight, and then you're going to maybe use this as a backup and you're not really wanting it to be fully kitted out, you can simply unscrew this latch at the back, roll it that way, turn this 90 degrees, and the whole rail system comes off. At the back here, there is then secondary iron sights, a ghost ring and two dots, and a single white dot at the front. So again, with the breechers, they don't come with this rail section, they're just the standard integrated sights. But if you're wanting to slightly lower the weight of these things, if you're just going to run it as a backup, or you're going to play CQB and you're not really bothered about having a full setup, you can simply take it off without having to remove individual accessories. Really cool idea. Or you could even have multiple setups if they ever sell these rails as an individual product. Coming further back, obviously the shell door opens up when you rack this thing back, and it is very similar, if not identical, to like the TM and the Double Eagle system. So you've got the 3 and the 6 shot option in there. Make sure you're allowed to use the 6 shot before you start loosening that off in CQB, because from first-hand experience, it does suck a little bit. Coming to the controls, we have a slightly enlarged trigger guard. Very, very, very robust and well-made, this thing. It does weigh quite a bit for a shotgun, so it is 2.8 kilos without any accessories on it, but you can feel the quality in the production. Everything's really nicely made. Everything is absolutely rock solid. And the trigger guard is sort of a testament to that. At the front here, we have a little button. Clicking it opens the door, and if we press it further, it does push and eject the shell quite rapidly, making it easier to load another one. You don't have to fish it out. It does throw it out with an extended lever. Behind there, there's a little triangle button. That is part of the safety. Push it on the left in fire, and push it that way into safe. Locks the trigger out, meaning it can't be fired. We do have the pistol grip. This is where the gas is stored as well, so there is a standard Trader valve in the bottom of the pistol grip. This thing's throwing out approximately 314-ish FPS on the ASG Amber gas. That was in a reasonably hot environment as well, so we're expecting these to settle around that 300 to 305, but it was incredibly consistent at that FPS as well. Didn't shift, didn't move. 314 for multiple shots. And what we'll find as well is with that being the gas tank, you're not going to suffer too much from cooldown, because you're going to be gripping onto it all day and warming the tank up slightly. As it cools, your body heat is going to keep it sort of at a standard temperature. So the FPS is going to be extremely consistent with this thing. sling point. There's one on the back on the left-hand side, and then one on the front on the left-hand side. The one on the front can be, if you loosen off the tube, you can swap which side it's on. We've not tested yet whether or not the sling loop at the back can be moved, because the stocks are different on each of the shotguns, so we do believe that you could take the stock off and maybe swap the sides, but we've not tested it yet because there's no gap here, so we don't know if it's going to fit. The stock itself is folding, so you can put this away. You can see the mushroom on the side where it does lock in place, so worst case scenario, if you are needing to shorten this for CQB or just packing it away, it is a nice little package, but then it nice, easy, comes out, locks in place, and again, there's no rattle, no wobble with this stock. Very, very, very nice. A couple of points that we've noted with this. Everyone's going to want to throw a drum mag in a shotgun. Unfortunately, where the shell door is, when you rack it, it covers the shell door. So you won't be able to put drum mags in this. You are stuck with the shells. It does come with 3, and they are 30 round shells, so you're getting 5 or 10 shots out of this thing. But you are going to have to learn how to throw them shells. And it is really, really good at getting the shells out. It does launch them, so they are really easy to reload, get a new shell in there, and run around for a bit more. So that is the standard tan. Let's have a look at the black one that we've thrown a few accessories on. So again, on the top rail, we've thrown a dot sight on, but if you were going to go to a CQB site and you're going, nah, I'm not really that fussed about having my dots there, you simply take the rail off and run the iron sights. We've thrown a grip on the front, just showing that you can still rack and sort of mess around with this thing without interfering with any accessory you've put on the front. And we have put a trace unit on the front of here. We've had to take the extended shell tube off, and the trace unit itself is holding the sort of spring-loaded tube in place, but this does fit quite nice and neatly on there. If you weren't running a trace unit, the tube in here is spring-loaded, and you can hold your shells in that tube there in case you're wanting to do something sneaky and trying to conserve or hide ammo for whatever type of gameplay you are doing. You can put shells in the little tube. Coming on to the little breacher one, and probably my favourite, something that looks like it's straight out of a Colonial Marines armory, or maybe in the hands of the Doomslayer himself. This is the breacher version. We've thrown the rainbow tracer on the front. As you can see, the new generation of the T238 fits nicely. You're not having to take the bottom of the tube off. Clamps on perfectly well on there, and the aesthetic matches this thing extremely well. As you can see on the top, we've got the standard irons, so the features are here to add the rail section, but it doesn't come in the box with it. So you've got a ghost ring, peephole at the back, and a little white dot at the front. No stock on the back. Apart from that, the functions are identical. We were getting plenty of shots out of this thing, and it is a little bit lighter. It doesn't feel it. Every time I pick this thing up, I think it's even heavier than the big one. But it's just a very small, dense, compact package. Coming in at about 3.2 kilos and still doing that same FPS, sort of around that 310, 315 mark. But we are expecting that to drop slightly because currently, whilst we're filming, it's very hot here in the UK. So the gas weapons that we are testing are spiking just a little bit. I'd expect these to settle around 300 FPS when you're running standard gas in standard UK temperatures. But we are very excited to see these things hit the field, and we hope that you are wanting to grab them as well. So they are currently in store now. You can come and grab one if you want to come and have a look at it. Just speak to the guys in the shop. They will be online very, very soon, and I might have to tempt myself with one of these because they are absolutely stunning. But if that is everything for today, thank you very much for watching. Please drop a comment below if you like what you see. Like, comment, subscribe, do all them lovely algorithm things. It helps us out massively. But if that is everything for today, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in a bit. Bye.